Hi, I welcome you to AB Math Education once more again. Today we are looking at how we can able to convert from the Vertex form into the standard form or the general form. If today is your first time, just go ahead and subscribe so that anytime I drop a video, you can able to get a chance to learn with us. So when everything is on other side and the zero is on other side, that what we call the standard form. The A cannot be equals to zero because when the A is zero, this is no more. The whole of this one goes away. And if that happens, this becomes linear. It will be no more quadratic. So the A cannot be zero. But the B can be zero. If B goes away, it's still quadratic. The C can be zero. If C goes away, this is still a quadratic. So if, you're taking your exams and you see this is not in the standard form. For the standard form, zero have to be on other side, either left or right. So we need a little skills before we can do the Vertex form easily. So if you have this, how are you going to expand it or how are you going to distribute? You see this 2, that means we're going to repeat it twice. So it's going to be x minus 2 times another x minus 2. And then you take this one here and you multiply it against it. So you can set it up like that. And then you take this -2 and you multiply it again by this. So -2, then you multiply again by x minus 2. And therefore, this is going to multiply this. So x times, this is multiplication, times x. And then you bring this as a positive. So x times -2. And then you come here, -2 times x. And then -2 times -2. X times x is x squared. X times -2, we write the number first, so it's going to be -2x. And -2 times x is going to be -2x. -2 times negative is going to be +4. This is slight term, combine them together. Therefore, x plus 4. We have able to expand. If you want, there is another higher as you do more higher math, which is pre-calculus and math 3. We have what we call Pascal principle. We can use a Pascal principle, which I have a video. I will attach it here maybe if you're interested. So anytime you are expanding and the numbers, the exponentials are big, this is just first exponent, this is a quadratic exponent, and this is the cubic exponent. They keep on going and going. So here we are using is a quadratic, so we are using this coefficient. So all that we could have done is that we will write 1, 2, 1, and then we come to this number. So this times x, and this will take the whole exponent, and then this is positive, and then times this 2, the 2 is already there. We are going to multiply it to this x, and now we are splitting because here was 2, but the second one, this is going to take 1 and this is going to take 1. So here, and then times -2. You bring your plus, and lastly we multiply this by -2, but this time around it's going to take all of it. Then we multiply, we get x squared. This 2 times that will be -4x, and this will be +4. So if you know this, the step will become shorter, but don't worry, as you're in algebra 2, we might not be considering this, but I wanted to show you that there is a lot of ways that you could have done it. Okay, here you can pause and see if you can do this by yourself. We can make here, say, positive, because we have done the one that was negative. So you pause and see if you can do it. If you can, that means you're going to repeat this 2 times. And as you repeat this, you take this one, this is going to multiply this. So x times x is going to be x squared, and it's going to multiply this again. That will give you 5x. That means we will apply what we call FOIL. You're done with this one. You take this one, it multiplies this. That give you 5x. And multiply the second number. and that give you 25. So that you combine this, that give you 10 x plus 25. Tada, you're done. So be careful with that. Don't make this mistake. This is a misconception that a lot of students do. They will just square this and they will just square that. This is a wrong way. It's not all that easy. Don't do this. You forgot about the middle one. Don't do that. So this is the wrong way, okay? Okay, so now let's get to what the vertex to the standard. This is in the vertex form. So how do we do that? And I taught you the concept. That's the reason why we did that expansion. So 0 is on the left hand side. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. It can go on the right hand side, it can go on the left hand side. It's still the same. So here we are going to write it repeatedly as we have been doing. And if you want, you put your 0 here. Take this, multiplying that, get x squared. Multiply the second number, get negative 2x, another negative 2x. Multiply this, negative times negative, positive, and get to bring that, and then you bring that. Yeah. Now you combine like terms in the middle, and you combine this like term. And tada, you have able to change this form to the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay? And that was what we wanted. So you have able to convert the vertex form to the standard form. We can graph it if we want. We can graph both of them, and we will see that it's going to go through the same path. So if we have x minus 2 all squared plus 3, and then we were able to write it as x squared minus 4x plus 7. You see, it's going through the same path. They are equivalent. So that's the beauty of it. So you can pause the video and see if you can do this by yourself. So here the same process. You write this repeatedly. Minus 2 equals to 0. It doesn't matter, the 0 is in the left or right. Just multiplying this. You got x squared. And multiply again. 7x. You take this, multiply another 7x. You take this, 49. You bring this, minus 2 equal to 0. You combine like terms. This doesn't have a friend. 14x plus 47 equals to 0. So you see that this and that, they are of equivalent. This is in the vertex form and this is in the standard form, and that's all that we want you guys to learn. Here I intentionally did that. So 0, you can forget about 0, or let's write it repeatedly. Minus 11 equals to 0. X times x squared. X times 0 is 0. 0 times x is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Minus 11 equals to 0. X squared minus 11 equals to 0. This is of standard form. Though we are missing this part of it, but still it's of standard form and it's a quadratic. Someone could have also, right from here, you forget about 0 because 0 is nothing. If you look in your packet, you have 0, that means you don't have anything. So you can write it this way, minus 11 equals to 0, and then you remove the parentheses, you write it as such, and that one would have been also cool. Let's look at the last one. Pause it at this time. You have to be able to do this. So here, go ahead, write it repeatedly. x times that, x squared, x times 1, 1x, 1 times that, plus another 1x. You could have write x, but I want to keep the 1 so that you won't get confused. 1 times 1, 1, 1 is 9. Write your x here. This is like terms. It's 1, 1, so 2x. So this 1 is also a like term. It's constant. 1 minus 9. The negative is bigger, so the 8 that's coming have to be negative. Or you could leave it this way, or you can write x squared plus 2x minus 8 is equals to 0. It doesn't matter where the 0 is. Either on the left-hand side or right. It's substandard, so you have able to convert this vector form into the standard. Thank you very much for being with me today. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so, and see you in the next video. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.